All right. Do you have champagne taste but a beer budget when it comes to finding a house? Give me just a few minutes and I'll explain how to reconcile your budget with your dream home. And by the way, if you want a copy of my buyer's guide, you can just comment yes below. That's what the kids do. And I'll send it over. I'm Stella Tootin. I'm here to tell you a little bit about life in Charleston. When I first moved here during the age of dinosaurs and dial-up internet, yes, children, this is a thing, searching for a house on the internet was almost impossible. So figuring out where to live, much less what to do, was hard. It was a lot of trial and error. Now that I've lived here for a long time, I can give you tips and tricks so you don't have to do the trial and error thing yourself. So stick around, learn a little bit. Let's dive into how to reconcile your budget with your amazing taste. Like I said, when I first moved here, you didn't really search for houses online, and it didn't really exist. So I'd drive around and I'd look at neighborhoods and I'd try to find one that I really liked. And I remember calling my agent and saying, I found it. I found the neighborhood that I want to live in. And she was like, what is it called? I said, it's the Crescent. My realtor took a beat and said, yeah, I'm sure you want to live there. It's lovely. And then we talked about how that was just a little bit out of my budget. And when I say a little bit, the most recent home for sale in there this year was in April for $3.5 million. And there is currently a home in the market right now for 5.5. So when I talk about champagne taste on a beer budget, trust me, I don't just understand it, I live it. A lot of times people watch HGTV and they get all story-eyed over what they want to buy. One episode of House Hunters will have you thinking you can buy a beachfront house on the salary of a turkey wrangler. So when you get down here, there can be a little bit of a sticker shock over the Charleston market. I talk a lot to my people about making a list of things you want in a house. So do it and prioritize them. Literally, put them in order of 1 to 100 or whatever your number is. For most people, because I haven't sold a house to Elon Musk yet, the top thing on their list is going to be their budget. But what I'm talking about is the stuff that Joanna Gaines does. Granite countertops and shiplap and tall ceilings and crown molding, and you want a commercial gas range and a walk-in closet and a shower the size of your old apartment in New York City, or because it's Charleston and everybody that's moving here wants to sit on their porch, but they don't realize how hot it is here and that you don't actually sit there. You want a double porch. That's champagne. It's all champagne, and we're not talking about barefoot champagne. We're talking about some Dom Perignon right now. So, what's your strategy if that doesn't fit your budget? The first rule when you're trying to buy a house in Charleston is that the further you move inland from downtown Charleston, the more affordable it is. It's the whole location thing. You're paying for the proximity to downtown. So when we think about that trend in prices and how it decreases as you move out of Charleston, you need to think about if it's important to you to be close to downtown. If it is, this is where I come in. We might need to take a look at that list of priorities and make sure that you have actually moved location to the number 2 spot under the budget. And then we may have to dial back some of the other things that are on it. Maybe you get a smaller house. Maybe you give up the idea of a home office and you work out of your family room instead. As we go through that priority list, I can help you adjust those priorities by thinking through the things that you can change or add and the cost behind those things versus the things that are just what they are. For example, maybe you can live with laminate countertops for a few years and install your granite later, but the fact that the school is zoned for your favorite middle school isn't something that we can adjust. So probably that school needs to move up on the list above the granite countertops. If you're okay with fudging your location a little, and if all those things are more important to you than the proximity, Charleston has it, and Charleston has it in every price point. It just depends on the location. And again, this is where I help. It's my job to understand the market enough to know exactly what areas fit your budget and your style. And with all my years of experience, I have been in and out of so many homes and so many neighborhoods. Once we know your budget and what you want in a house, I can find that Dom Perignon that works best for you. I hope that was helpful. If you'd like some more insights, comment yes below and we can book a short consultation to figure out the details of your very specific situation. Looking forward to hearing from you.